Genius factory machines that work so smooth it's hypnotic. Part 3. Have you ever stood in front of a production line and felt like you were watching a masterpiece in motion? When giant machines move in perfect rhythm, when every gear locks into place with millisecond precision, when steel, electricity, pressure, and algorithms merge into one, it becomes a mechanical symphony that makes you hold your breath. The industrial world isn't just the clash of metal or the low growl of engines weighing tons. It's art. It's science. It's the hypnotic pull of absolute precision, something humanity spent centuries creating and still pushes further every day. Picture a factory under cold white lights. A 6-axis robotic arm rotates at a perfect 32 degrees, lifting a heavy package like it's playing around. A conveyor system glides as smooth as water, moving products without a single wobble. Smart tools scan every millimeter of a surface, adjusting pressure, speed, and temperature on their own to hit perfect standards. And beyond that, an entire smart factory operating like a living organism, analyzing data, optimizing itself, warning itself, even healing itself. If you're obsessed with tech, if you love those factory machine compilations, if you've ever watched a production process and felt your heartbeat speed up, you know that feeling. It's the thrill of being pulled into perfection, overwhelmed by logic, captivated by intelligence in motion. And then the question hits: how did humans build machines like this? What turns cold blocks of steel into systems so smooth they're almost beautiful? We are stepping into that journey right now. But before we dive in, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because the stories behind these industrial legends are just beginning, and every spark, piston stroke, and line of automation code carries a soul of its own. Step inside a modern factory and you'll see a clear truth. Machines don't just work faster than humans, they redefine what precision, speed, and efficiency actually mean. As industry enters the era of advanced automation technology, every limit we once thought was fixed is shattered. Watch a fully automated steel production line. From the moment a red-hot steel bar is pulled from the furnace to the rolling, flattening, cooling, precision cutting, and final stacking, the entire process moves as if conducted by an invisible maestro. No hesitation, no uncertainty, only speed, logic, and a surreal level of smoothness. Or look at an automation system in automotive manufacturing. Spot welding robots lay down thousands of welds without drifting half a millimeter. Robotic paint arms spray coating so flawless they look like the surface of a perfectly still lake. Every movement is monitored by dozens of sensors, every data point analyzed in real time. In those factory machine compilations that people can't stop watching, the beauty doesn't come from color or shape, it comes from flawless repetition. Every machine, every system, every algorithm is designed to deliver absolute consistency. But the real magic isn't only in the mechanics, it's in the knowledge behind them. A complex machine is the result of thousands of hours in engineering, hydraulics, optical sensors, control programming, industrial design. Every small part, every bolt, every transmission line carries a piece of human intelligence. Technology doesn't just make production faster, it makes it cleaner, steadier, safer. It reduces material waste, optimizes energy consumption, and extends equipment lifespan. In modern factories, AI algorithms can even predict failures before they happen, allowing components to be replaced long before they break. The high-efficiency machines in manufacturing aren't just displays of engineering power, they're proof of how precisely humans can command physical materials. If ancient pyramids symbolize the strength of collective labor, then today's automated production lines are the pyramids of the intelligent industrial age. Technology carries a deeper meaning. It shows that humans never stop searching for ways to do things better, faster, more perfectly. This isn't just technical progress, it's human creativity in action. And once you understand that, machines stop feeling like cold metal. They become the crystallization of our desire to master the physical world, symbols of a future where people and technology create new wonders of manufacturing together. When you stand before machines running with that hypnotic smoothness, it's easy to think the future belongs to steel, sensors, and algorithms. But listen closely, and you'll still hear a familiar heartbeat beneath the hum of the engines, the heartbeat of human ingenuity. No automated line invents its own optimizations. No robot wakes up wondering, how can I make this better? Every leap forward in manufacturing, from the very first hammer to today's fully intelligent smart factories, comes from human curiosity and engineering creativity. There's a saying in the industrial world that echoes for generations. A great engineer is never satisfied with a machine that merely runs well. They want it running better, with less vibration, less wear, lower energy use, or simply more elegance. Picture the engineers who spend hours beside a production line, eyes locked on microscopic movements, jotting down tiny deviations, listening to the machine sound to sense which part might be drifting out of tune. Their work isn't just technical, it's almost artistic, like a craftsman refining a masterpiece. From factories in Japan, where workers treat each machine as a partner, to workshops in Germany, where engineers speak about mechanics like they're discussing philosophy. The respect for technology is universal. They don't see machines as replacements for people. They see them as extensions of human thought. In those industrial process videos that feel so satisfying to watch, you see flawless machine performance. But behind that perfection is the story of hundreds of people who shaped it. The designers, the programmers, the operators, the maintainers, the innovators, and the ones who never stop asking, what if we could do this even better? Technology is never just technology. It's boldness. It's the spirit of conquering things that have never existed before. It's the ability to look at a complex problem and say, I can make this better. Genius machines don't mesmerize us because they're cold. They do it because they reflect human intelligence and human patience, a mirror of the minds that built them. And once you see that, a simple truth becomes clear, a truth powerful enough to define an entire civilization. A machine may run perfectly, but people are the reason it exists at all. At the end of this journey, when the entire factory glows under industrial lights, when every gear, every cylinder, every control system moves together like a complete living organism, you feel something special. A moment when technology stops feeling distant and becomes a kind of modern magic, magic forged from logic, sweat, and human brilliance. Watch a production line running at full capacity and you'll notice the speed. You'll notice the power. You'll notice the near-perfect accuracy. But stay a few minutes longer, and another layer reveals itself. Harmony. A harmony that only appears when every component is in the right place, at the right time, for the right purpose. It's like watching a perfectly edited engineering documentary in real life. Conveyors flow in smooth, liquid curves. Robots lift components with exactly the right force. Not too much, not too little. Hydraulic presses strike with the power of a hammer, but the precision of a gentle tap. And everything moves continuously, tirelessly, flawlessly, never rushed, never slow, simply perfect in motion. There are moments that make you stop and admit technology doesn't just serve production, it creates a new kind of beauty, a beauty born from absolute precision. In today's smart factories, every component, from vibration sensors and high-speed cameras to data analysis software and AI load optimization systems, works like neurons inside a giant brain. The factory becomes a living organism. It knows when to speed up, when to ease off, when to rest for maintenance, when to shift its rhythm to match the environment. The genius machines we see aren't just symbols of modern engineering power. They represent something far greater, humanity's desire to create something so smooth it borders on perfection. In watching these processes, you realize something profound. No machine defines the future on its own. The future is defined by the people who dare to look at cold steel and imagine an entirely new system. The ones who ask, what if we push the speed by just 3%? The ones who stay up for months rewriting every servo control line of code. The ones who hear a machine running and within seconds know which part is drifting by 1,000th. The ones who don't just work with engineering, they live with it. When you like, subscribe, and share this video, you're not just spreading a love for technology. You're joining a community of people who believe engineering isn't cold metal. It's where bold minds build the future. The machines you see in Factory Machines compilations are only the surface. Beneath them are generations of engineers, machinists, designers, programmers, and operators who turned ideas into reality. And if there's one final message to close this journey, it's this. Machines don't build the future, people do.